Guys, how you doing? We're going to be starting off this video for a self-reflection video. We're in September of 2024. Typically, I like to make some of these videos, at least a couple of these videos throughout the year, just to reflect on, mostly in my channels about business, but self-reflection videos and just speaking about our current position and our current situation where we're at is always really important. So that way it helps me also go back on the video and understanding the stuff that I need to work on. So these self-reflection videos, it's been a while since I've done some of these videos, but now I'm going to be doing more of these, and I'm going to try to keep it short, within about 10 to 15 minutes, to try to get the point across. And this is something I've been discussing with my uncle, that he's a YouTuber in Mexico, and he's my mentor and my coach, and he's been coaching me a lot on how to do video content and the importance of video content. So right now, guys, we're driving from Salem over to Woodburn on I-5, and it's September. Today it's raining, so I didn't do any work today on the job site, typically, because we're painting exterior. It is difficult to paint exterior when it rains like this. So let's talk about the topic of the video, which is where we stand, our company stands September of 2024. And all throughout this year, a lot of things have happened. A lot of, we could say, even major things have happened in the United States, and a lot of things have happened all across the globe, right? But for the sake of this, where do we stand? Where does FRC Construction stand on this? Well, as you all know, I'm a small business. I'm a small contracting business, and we're still a small contracting business. Have we grown? Yes, we've grown, but we've grown at a steady pace. At a steady pace, we've grown to be able to, we can even say, weather what's coming, you know? And there's a lot of uncertainty coming in the next couple of months, possibly even leading up to 2025. So we always try, as small businesses, or in my situation as a contracting business, is always try to be prepared to what's gonna happen. Try to predict the next quarter. Try to predict what's going to happen in 2025 and prepare myself the best I can for that year. Economically, I think there's going to be a slowdown, at least leading up to 2025. And we all know this year there's elections coming up. A lot of things are going to be changing. Policies are going to be changing. Possibly a new administration can come in. A lot of things can change that can lead into a path of economic downturn, which I've been looking at the data. I'm a person in finance, and I like analyzing that data, and I noticed there's going to be potentially downturns on there. There's a lot of things happening in the entire economy in the United States. You know, we've had the big situation of inflation. Inflation is still high, and a lot of things are expensive. It's a very expensive place to be in America right now. Everywhere, Oregon, California, Washington, and all the states of the Republic, it is very expensive. Rents have gone up, energy prices have gone up, materials have still continue to at least be in the higher end. So, guys, I just wanted to say those things, because if you think things are expensive, inflation, it's just not hurting just you, but it's hurting a lot of businesses. We're all in this together. We're all playing in this game together. So it's affecting all of us, all our businesses, transportation business. Everything is affecting us. So just know that we're in this together. And as Americans, we're going to continue to fight together to preserve our freedom, our justice, everything that our values as Americans. We have to continue moving forward. We're all in this together. And as small business, you have to prepare for those type of things. And like I mentioned, 2025 is going to be an economic economic downturn in the economy. If you're a bigger company with more than 10, 12 employees, more than 10 employees in this situation, just realize that this is going to be going downturn, and you got to prepare for that. Either downsize your company and be prepared for the economic downturn that's going to happen. It's going to happen. It's not going to, we had a boom for the last last 2 years, but this is going to continue to slow down. So how am I preparing myself when I did mention that over 10 employees, people with companies with over 10 employees are going to have to be thinking about downsizing their teams? We have to prepare for that situation coming up. And as myself, I have a small team, small group. I'm not gonna downsize because I really have a really small team, and I was able to maintain that small team throughout the whole year, doing really well, and I'm gonna still maintain it for 2025. So I'm not really thinking about 2025. I'm gonna be maintaining my team. I cannot hire anybody new coming in because I'm thinking about that 2025 year. I want to keep my guys. We can say I want to keep feeding them, and so I have to maintain the smaller team. That right now it's manageable, and right now I can maintain them. So those are things to look out for coming forward as 2024 ends, and you're looking for 2025. Is my small business gonna be able to sustain the downturn coming up? That's a great question to ask. If you need to downsize, now is a great opportunity to do that. I made some investments like I always do. There's a video on that, on how I do the taxes. Great video. I recommend it. Watch it. It's part of my channel. It's one of the most watched videos that I have on the FRC Construction channel, where I explain tax situations. I highly recommend you guys check that video out. And I always make some smaller purchases, so that way I take advantage of the tax situation on there. That's just something I do every year, regardless. I have to go buy something, so that way I can depreciate that equipment. In this case, a dump trailer, which I'm going to be releasing a video on that, which is the dump trailer purchase. Now, in that video, I didn't have a chance to record a lot of the salespeople there because they were extremely busy. I recorded as much as I can, and I'll be releasing that video shortly. So don't forget to hit like, comment, and subscribe to the channel so you can keep up to date for the next video coming up. That it's going to be a great piece of content too. I have a little bit of recording from when I went to purchase that trailer, and that was last week. Go a little bit over the process and how it was to buy that. And that's my last purchase of the year, guys. That is my last thing that I will be buying for the year. And it's always I bought it a little bit earlier. Typically I make these type of purchases in October, actually November, December, but I made it a lot earlier just because I have some jobs coming up and I need it on there. So you got to be really strategic in these times, you know, now that the last quarter of the year is gonna be coming up, so we have to be really strategic about what we purchase on there. We can't just buy stuff like that. We have to something like it will benefit our business, and this is gonna benefit us. So one thing to look out, and part of this video, where do we stand? We're in good shape leading up to 2025, guys. Small teams, small contacts. I mean, contacts that I have, smaller businesses. We're prepared for the if there's a downturn for 2025. I feel confident coming into there. My company is a small size, very small, and we are prepared to face if a big storm comes in 2025. So guys, think about that. Think about how your businesses are currently right now. Look at your numbers, and if you need to downsize, do it, because a lot of stuff is gonna happen. You know, a lot of stuff is gonna happen, and if we want to keep our business alive and surviving, we have to make those moves. So really look at those numbers and analyze those things. You know, look at the balance sheets, look at your bank statements, whatever you look at for your financials, and understand that this, I might need to downsize. I need to cut back on my costs. I might need to sell some stuff. Whatever it is, prepare yourself for 2025, because it is going to definitely be an economic downturn. Like I said, an election is coming up in November, and every time an election coming up, if you look at the data, it always takes about a year. It takes a while for things to be turning around, because a new administration can come in, or the current administration can be taking charge again. We don't know until the election's coming up. So that's in 2 months. That's about a month, actually a month and a half from now, from what that happening. And it's always important to consider those things, especially in election years. If you look at the data before, it's always hard to predict what's going to happen, but you got to prepare as much as you can. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I kept it within the 10-minute video reflection. Where do we stand? We're in really great shape leading up for 2025, leading up for next year, guys. Really look after your businesses, keep going, and really analyze those numbers to see if you're in good shape leading up to 2025. If you feel like you're in great shape, make that decision. You can keep all your workforce, great. That's the best thing to do. But if you need to cut back and downsize, do it before the year ends. and make those decisions now, so that way you're not making these rash decisions leading up to next year. So I hope you enjoy this content, guys, and that's where our company FRC Construction stands as of September 2024. We're in great shape. I feel confident leading to 2025, and I think it's going to be, even though it's going to be a lot slower economically, and I can say that for sure, we're still in good shape to continue to do work and keep our small team, our micro team, working. And above all, keep them happy, keep them paid, and I don't have to cut back on that. So guys, thank you for watching this video, the whole part. Comment, like, and subscribe like always, and we'll see you on the next video on there.